Watch me transform as I test out goodies from Boxy Charm. This was actually my first BoxyCharm box. I think it's technically from August, but I received it in September. You get 5 full-size beauty products for $25. So I essentially got $159 worth of products for $25. You get a little card that tells you all that's included in your box. The first thing I got was a set of Morphe brushes, the I Got This brush set. I actually don't have any Morphe brushes, so I was glad to receive this because, of course, who doesn't have a Morphe brush? Hello. I got this Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector. You can't see it well here, but I'll show it better later on. The next thing I got is this Glamglow Moisturetrip Omega Rich Face Moisturizer. I've already washed my face, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it out now. I open it up. It is kind of like a thick formula. I try to smell it. I have no idea why, okay? I don't have a sense of smell, so unfortunately I can't tell you what it smells like. Every once in a while I just try to sniff something just in case I get a whiff of what it is. Okay, funny story. I didn't read any of the information about the products before I started testing them out. I just went in on this moisturizer. As you can see, it's a thick, creamy formula. I think I used a little bit too much, but I just went with it. Started rubbing it into the face and the neck. Then it wasn't until I started this voiceover when I went to the card. It says it's a lightweight anti-redness moisturizer with omega-rich cannabis sativa seed oil. Yes, I said cannabis sativa seed oil. Girl, I went straight to the internet. Turns out this is a common product used in skincare. So basically, I freaked out at first, but I found out the THC content is less than 0.3%, and there's no psychoactive effect. So back to what I was thinking real time. I definitely realized I used too much of the product. A little bit goes a long way. It feels really nice on the skin. I'm worried because it does leave a glow. As you can see, everything is absorbed and I'm just glowing. But I have combination skin. I'm worried that my natural oils are going to come out on top of this glow and it's just going to be a greasy mess. That's what I was thinking at the time. So stay tuned to see how it actually turns out. The next product I got was Big Fat Liner. This is by Rockins Cosmetics. I'm not a huge eyeliner girl, but Trestique Summer Glow and Go Set. It says it's a must-have mini set to get your perfect summer glow with petite mini crayons. So I didn't get this Bare Minerals in the box. I had this already, but I'm just showing you what I'm going to be using because I didn't get any type of foundation. So I'm just going to get this going. And actually, what was I thinking at the time too? This is a tinted moisturizer, basically. I already moisturized with the Glamglow, and then here is another moisturizer. Why didn't I grab a foundation? I don't know. I decided to just go with it. On a normal day, I would use the tinted moisturizer along with this Fit Me finishing powder that I'm about to use today. So hopefully that will just cut down on any additional shine that I have because of the Glamglow in conjunction with my natural glow. I'm going to be applying the Fit Me powder with a regular powder brush. I really like this powder because it's pretty buildable. It starts off with a sheer coverage. You can keep adding if you want, or you can leave it at that. And it doesn't give you an over powdery finish. So if you haven't tried it, definitely something I recommend. This is another afterthought. I don't normally wear concealer just on an everyday when I'm not going anywhere. But I decided since I'll be wearing the liquid liner, it's probably going to be a heavier look. I decided I'll go ahead and add some. Normally I would put the concealer on before the finishing powder, and I actually set the concealer with a different powder. I like to use a Physicians Formula for that. The Physicians Formula is more of a highlighting powder, and it's just has a brightening effect that I really like. This is a duo. I'm just going to be using the lighter color, and it comes with its own little brush. It's really subtle, but in person you can tell the difference. Now, I'm not a makeup artist by any means, if you haven't guessed already. And I don't claim to, provide any special tips or anything like that. But one of the things that I just really like is seeing regular people do makeup. And, so this video is just more of a review of the products I got and just sharing what I do. It's fun to watch what other people do. I'm going to be using this Tarte Amazonian Clay bronzer. It's almost to the tin, so you can see I love this stuff. And I almost use it kind of like even a blush sometimes. I mean, it's really versatile. I can use it for contour. I can use it for a little bit of eyeshadow, which I'm actually going to be doing as like a transition color just to add some definition. But I just really love the Amazonian, Tarte. I think it's Amazonian clay. I'm going to link or list the products, not link them, but I'm going to list the products that I use just for informational purposes. So I'm using one of the new Morphe brushes. This one is the blender brush. I actually really like this. I think it's actually my new favorite blender brush. The whole set comes with an oval shadow brush, pro film blending crease brush, tapered mini blender brush, and an angle liner brush. I think this brush here is the best out of the box. So next I'm going to go in with the Trestique highlight stick. I really like the shimmer on this. It's like a creamy formula. It's easy to go on right under the brow, and it moves around a little bit before it dries down. I decided to put a little drop on my nose, and I'm going to put some on my cheekbones a little later. If I don't do it now, I don't remember. So next I think I'm going to go in with the brow pencil. So this one, I wasn't sure at first how much pressure to apply. I went in really light and it was too light. So then I tested the amount of pressure on the back of my hand, and I just started with some upward strokes to try to mimic hairs. I have pretty thick eyebrows, but there are some spots that I like to fill in. And, a lot of times just in pictures, it really helps to have your eyebrows filled in. Even if, you have thicker eyebrows, adding that little extra layer helps. I like the fact that this is a lighter color than my brows. I hate going in with like a black per se. Like that just makes you look too harsh. And so this is a dark brown and it looks really nice and really natural. I'm going to use the angled liner brush to just smudge the brow stick in a little more and just make any harsh lines look a little more natural. And I could have gone in a little heavier with the brow pencil, but I decided not to. Now I'm going to try the shadow crayon. First I'm just going to blend out a little more. I'm not putting any more product, but I'm just kind of blending. Then I'm going to try the shadow crayon. It actually goes on okay. It's kind of like a brownish copper. I can't say that I love this color, and it doesn't really move around as easy as the highlighter did. So even though they kind of look the same, they're different. I'm just going to add a little more shadow using this little trio I got. I don't know. I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to list everything below. I think it's Wet n Wild or something like that, but I'm just going to add a little more shadow into the eyes. And I'm testing out more of the Morphe brushes here. I can't really say that I love the other Morphe brushes that were in this pack. I mean, the big blender brush was good, my favorite, and then the rest were just okay. I put a little of the shadow crayon on the bottom of my lash line, and I'm just gonna blend this out some more. Blending, blending, blending. That's the thing about eyeshadow. The more you blend, the better it looks. The better it looks, the better you feel. The better you feel. No, just kidding. I have 2 little kids, so I always have nursery rhymes in my head. Now I'm going to try the blush stick. What do they call it? Yeah, blush stick. I actually didn't think I was going to like it, but I do. I like the color. I'm not a blush girl, but this was a really nice color. You know, a little bit goes a long way. So, you know, just having that little pop of color was nice, and it moves around just the right amount. Here's where I use the little highlighter stick. I don't like using a lot of highlighter because I have textured skin and I just don't like to highlight that. So I try to keep it on a little bit up. So here comes the Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector. It says that it's a bold new matte finish, a liquid lipstick with a weightless mousse texture that delivers highly pigmented velvety finish. It definitely is very pigmented and it's very dry, so I didn't like that part about it. Here I'm going in with the eyeliner. It's a felt tip. I love the fact that it is big and fat because my fingers are big. I don't have petite hands. It's easy to maneuver because it's so big. Now, if you have smaller hands, maybe you wouldn't like this, but because I have bigger hands, I love it. I'm just being really gentle here because I don't know really how, this works yet. So I'm just trying to get a feel for it, and I'm going to actually I think I'm going to end up going off camera just because, it was too nerve-wracking. But this is what I ended up doing with the liner, and I popped on some lashes. I think they're Ardell lashes. They're just, I don't normally wear falsies. Yeah, here they go, Ardell. So, I put them on, yada, yada, yada. I used a little e.l.f. mascara, the Volume Plumping mascara, which I do like that mascara. If you're looking for an inexpensive everyday mascara, there you go. This is what the liner and the shadow looks like on my hand. So you can see how it dries down like kind of crackly. So I was worried it would do that on my eyelids. It didn't really. The matte lipstick though is really just getting to me. It's way too dry. So I decided to just add in some gloss. I'm using the Fenty gloss here just to moisturize my lips because I couldn't take the matte. Some mattes feel okay. This one just felt really, really dry. So I'm just going to add in my earrings, and that is my finishing look. Overall, I'm so happy with this BoxyCharm box. I love it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you have BoxyCharm? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.